My name is Anthony Ramirez. I'm an attorney here in Arizona. I've been licensed since August 1st of 2016. I attended Arizona Summit Law School and graduated in September 2015. I've been, prior to becoming an attorney, I was a police officer with the District of Columbia Police Department in Washington, D.C. And currently I'm also a licensed private investigator in the state of Arizona, as well as a licensed insurance adjuster in Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. My prior experience is what led me to become an attorney. My experience has given me the opportunity to see crimes and criminal offenses from the view of the government, being in law enforcement, which spurred an interest to practice criminal defense and use those skills to help criminal defense clients. My interest with personal injury also stems from that. As a casualty insurance adjuster, I've worked on pre-litigation insurance claims for insurance carriers. And so knowing that side of the business helps me help my clients more effectively. I actually am an advanced underwater open water diver. My family, my sons and I enjoy snowboarding. We like to ski, play a lot of golf, which Arizona is really good for. I have 6 kids. So I have 4 sons and 2 daughters, ranging in age from 23 to 5. So I get to do things a little bit different with all of them. As I mentioned, my sons and I were very into outdoor sports and activities. My daughters, they like doing more girl stuff that we like to get into. Yeah, that's what I do. I actually volunteer as an Arizona Ranger. I just joined the Arizona Rangers about 2 years ago, and having lived in Arizona most of my life, except for the short time that I spent in Washington, D.C., I'd never heard of the Arizona Rangers. And so the Arizona Rangers are a statewide law enforcement auxiliary organized under Arizona Revised Statute 414201. And it's basically a force multiplier for law enforcement. They're subject to call out by the governor, the DPS, chiefs of police, county sheriffs, and federal law enforcement officers in case of public safety events or any other type of law enforcement assistance that's needed. And so I discovered them through work and ended up being very interested in it, having been a police officer, and joined up. And so I spend a lot of my time, in fact, I serve as the state legal liaison for the Arizona Ranger organization, and so I'm their point of contact with different lobbyists, different governmental organizations that we might deal with. And so I spend a lot of time doing that. The other thing that I do is I'm on the state advisory board for Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. So I serve in that capacity. And through that, I actually started a program called Choose Your Ride. And that's a DUI education program where we have a vehicle that's painted, the front half of it's painted like a police car, and the back half is painted like a taxi cab. And so what we do is we go to events, and that vehicle draws people in, and we're able to educate them about, drinking and driving and things like that. And so that's those 2 things are really what I spend a lot of my time on in community service. My advice would be to find a law firm or a solo practitioner and do the best that you can for that individual, and really be a sponge. Learn as much as you can from the individual, work as hard as you can so that that person that you're working for would be a good resource for you in the future. I think a lot of people, they'll go work for other individuals, and sometimes they may burn a bridge because they maybe don't work as hard. I don't know. But I think it's always best to do your best work for someone and learn as much as you can so that when you are ready to go out on your own, you can do so successfully. But as I mentioned, I am entrepreneurial, and I think that if somebody has that entrepreneurial spirit, they do need to take that risk. And my experience has been is that there's a lot of reward on the back end for doing that. You just have to work hard and not be afraid to take that leap.